Hey, I want to bring to your attention, we're monitoring the National Weather Service chat, and we have ham radio operator storm chasers that chime on in. And there's been reports of a chaser that has spotted apparently a tornado on the ground near Iowa Colony. You can see the signature here. It is not currently warned for a tornado. It is under a severe thunderstorm warning, but this is the same cell that moved over Highway 6 over Siena just in the last 20 minutes. So it may have cycled and put down a tornado. There is ground sighting of this. So we're waiting for this to be initiated as potentially a tornado warning here as it moves through the Pearland Parkway area. So if you live along that 35 Pearland Parkway, seek your safe place. Even though you're not getting the alert for a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning, this is very worrisome and suspicious here, and having that ground confirmation is very interesting. I will show you too, we'll switch it up, David, and show the debris signature that we had earlier that we were tracking that prompted the tornado warning through Siena.
Yeah.
We're not seeing that here. So that's good news right now. It's not lofting debris. It's not interacting with, say, buildings or trees and causing damage, at least right now. But we'll see how that unfolds.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is along the leading edge of that gust front, those straight line winds, which is about a good 15, 20 mile section, south to north. We're seeing those little spin-ups. They come and go very quickly, and that may have been what they spotted in Iowa Colony. It may very well have been a tornado, but it may very well have come and gone literally in a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And you see that north-south orientation demarcation we have there, the green and the red. That indicates most likely straight line winds, very strong straight line winds, and they're moving west to east. But right along that little line, sometimes you'll get a little pinch, and those winds will pinch off, and you'll get a little tornado spin up, and they may very well have had a little tornado go right through the Iowa Colony area, and then come and go just as quickly, go just as quickly as it can.
It looks like they're monitoring also some rotation just west-southwest of Pearland, saying a warning is being drawn. So we may very well have a tornado warning issued for this area that will include Pearland in the next couple of minutes. So keep that in mind. Friendswood area, Brookside Village, if you're watching, you live along and east of the Gulf Freeway. This circular, there it is. There's the tornado warning. It is an observed tornado. Notice the white outline on this. Does encompass portions of Friendswood out towards Olcott, Pasadena, south of you there, Brookside Village. This is the circulation here that we really got our eyes on, that one of the spotters said was a tornado on the ground south of Broadway Street near Masters Road.
So let's put a track on it. I'll do that for you. Again, this is an active tornado warning. This is one where people have sighted the tornado. It is racing to the east at about 45 miles an hour.
Yep, let me get the info on there, David.
Yep.
So we've got a new tornado warning here. Let's see. That's going to be up for about 100,000 people until 2:30, so another 19 minutes. It's probably going to be evolving as we see what is happening with the circulation itself. That is located here in this area.
Yeah, there's where the circulation is. Let's put a storm track on that and get some neighborhoods up. If you are in the path of this storm, this is another one where you need to take cover now. Interior room of your home, away from windows, on the first floor, a closet, an interior bathroom. These are the safest places to be for a couple of reasons. Number one, they have few or no windows. An interior closet, no windows, so you're protected from flying glass. Also, in a bathroom or in a closet, if you think about it, you've got more of the framing of the house or structure right around you. That also helps to protect from flying debris. That's why interior room, away from windows, on the first floor is the place to go at your home or your business right now if you're in the path of this storm. And there it is, racing to the east, northeast at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. And so Pearland, you are included in this tornado warning, and this is one where we have spotted a funnel cloud, spotted a tornado, not just radar indicated. So folks in Pearland, you've got just a few minutes to go to your safe place and stay there until the storm passes. It's racing east at 45 miles an hour, so it's not going to be long. The storm is just about to cross Highway 35, Pearland Parkway near Whispering Manor Lane, and then will very quickly be crossing the Gulf Freeway near Space Center Boulevard and Beamer Road. So that's where the storm is right now, outlined by the white outline there, and you see Tim working the radar. But if you're along Bailey Drive and Manville Road, that's right at the heart of where this rotation exists right now.
Yeah, you can see some of these streets there. It says in the Weather Service verbiage that a confirmed tornado was spotted over South Pearland. So it is now confirmed. And you can see here we just got a new scan of radar, and it does still show it maintaining. Now it's approaching 35. And just to the west of Pearland Parkway there, this is going to be the area Bailey Road, Broadway Street, Manville Road, McKeever Road. If you live on any of those or live near them.
It looks like that's where the pinch is, right there.
You should already be in your safe place. When we're showing you a tornado warning that has this white outline, that is a confirmed tornado. So this is not just radar indicated spin. This is that spin reaching down to the ground and actually confirming a tornado, validating a tornado is on the ground in this area here, just along and possibly just west of Pearland Parkway, 35 there. This is moving fast at 45 miles an hour, so it's not staying in any area for very long. It's cruising on off to the east-northeast and will be approaching the Gulf Freeway, I-45 here, within the next 10 minutes or so.
So folks in Pearland, it's time to go to your safe place right now. Interior room of your home, away from windows, on the first floor, as an active tornado. Again, a tornado that has been spotted, has been confirmed, is racing east-northeast, right crossing Broadway Street right now in the Pearland area, across Highway 35 at about 45 miles an hour. So it's racing east there. We just got another update, and you can see, Tim's, look like
there's that notch.
That little notch, that little pinch, that indicates the circulation there. So I-35 Pearland Parkway, this is just south and east of Brookside Village. Folks in the Pearland area, Beamer Road, Fuqua to Olcott as it crosses I-45. You are in the path of this rotation. Folks in Olcott, Genoa, along, this is just skirting along just south of the Beltway, the south portion of the Beltway. This is live. You're looking at pictures right above me. South Beltway at MLK, where the rain is blinding and the wind is blowing. And again, right where we have that little bit of a notch in that demarcation between the greens and the reds, that's where we've got rotation. Barry Rose Road, Hughes Road, right there in the heart of Pearland. That's where the rotation is.
Yeah, I took off the polygon so we could see it a little more clearly, David. But here's some streets where Veterans Drive, where we are seeing the strongest indication that a tornado is present, okay? You need to be in your safe place right now. McCard Road, Hughes Road, it is just to your east, or just to your west right now, so keep that in mind, moving quickly to the east. David, I want to check in on our product, our correlation coefficient, to see
if we got a debris ball.
We don't, that's a very good sign.
Yep.
It's a very good sign. So if, in fact, there was a tornado, let's, in fact, pull it back a little bit and see if we did see anything. I don't see anything really there that was showing me that there would be a debris signature. But we did have visual confirmation of a tornado being present there. Where it is most likely located is right up in here, that little inflow pinch you see near McCard Road, north of Pearland Parkway there.
And remember, this was sighted a few minutes ago. It may have lifted. The tornado itself may have lifted by now. But this is the type of system where we can be sitting here and then in another moment it drops another tornado, and that's why the tornado warning stays in effect. This part of the Doppler radar helps us to see rotation inside the storm. What we're seeing, that type of a signature most likely indicating straight line winds. But every now and then, those straight line winds, you'll get just a little bit of a buckle, a little bit of a curve. That's right where Tim right now is updating those wind speeds. And that's where you can get twist in this type of atmosphere that has twist at the surface and then energy aloft that's just allowing the rapidly rising of column of air to just accelerate straight up. So rising, twisting air, and you'll get these tornadoes to pop up.
Yeah, and aside from this, David, really anywhere north of the city, it's pretty quiet right now. Well, not quiet. We've got lots of rain and lots of thunder, but all the severe activity is like we had thought it would be, south of I-10, at least for the time being, with a tornado warning there and a severe thunder.
One of the things I'm really happy to see is that we don't have flash flood warnings, but even as I say that, so just above me, those pictures are live from downtown where the drainage system it's doing its job, but it is struggling as water just fires out of the manhole covers. That is drainage. That is water from the street going through the drainage system, racing toward Buffalo Bayou, which eventually is going to race toward downtown. But that's the water trying to get to Buffalo Bayou. There's so much of it in the sewer system and drainage system right now that it's bubbling out. Again, that's the drainage system, the water firing out of there. So we've had enough rain to cause that. But, Tim, it looks like this line is now moving. So as far as the flash flooding concern, we're getting street ponding and street flooding. It's a nuisance and it's dangerous. But at the moment, it's not getting into homes, and I'm grateful for that.
Right. You know, back to our tornado warning here. The circulation in question is just about to cross the Gulf Freeway.
Yeah.
So here we are, Sam Houston Tollway, just north of the center of that circulation. There is Gulf Freeway. We're about a couple minutes away. There's the updated one. Notice it does not have that white outline.
Yeah, they're going on the notch right now, and no one has spotted it, but just that little notch, that little demarcation in that line is enough to suggest we've got the possibility of a tornado. So that's right there, Gulf Freeway at Beltway 8 on the south side. That's where it's about to cross.
Yeah, and look at how much ground it's really covered. It is cruising. We're moving at 45 to 50 miles an hour. This most recent edition of this tornado warning include Brazoria and portions of far southern Harris. For until 2:30, so about another 11 minutes. And since we're kind of still seeing this have a pretty good notch, it may again be cycling like we've seen it before. I mean, there were reports of it just to the south of Highway 6 on the ground. It was observed there. Then it lifted and over where it just was over Pearland, another report of it touching back down. So it may be skipping along, lifting up and then putting back down, because that's still a pretty healthy inflow signature there right over the Sam Houston Tollway.
Yeah, and there's the notch. There's the possible rotation.
Yeah,
so Beamer Road, where it crosses the south side of the Sam Houston Parkway, Beltway 8 at I-45. Take cover, interior room of your home, away from windows, on the first floor of your business or home is the safest place to be. You say Fuqua Street's in there, just where it crosses I-45 on the South Freeway at Beltway 8. That's where this potentially tornadic thunderstorm is moving through. I'll put an arrow in here to show you the direction. Again, this is racing to the east-northeast at about 45 miles an hour. So, Tim, this is going to cross the Gulf Freeway where it meets the Beltway on the southeast side, and then cross over Highway 3. This is heading not too far from Space Center Boulevard and Ellington Field eventually.
Yeah, and look at that new
Look
update.
at how rapidly this is moving.
Racing through.
Wow.
But now still a very healthy signature right near Strawberry Road, right along Highway 3.
So Genoa, it's right over the top of you.
Look at that.
Heading toward Burke Road, Spencer Highway. This is...
debris signature.
Look at that. Yeah, there's your debris. See that right over Genoa. So what this display is telling us is that little leaves and dust and sand and perhaps some broken branches have been caught up and picked up by the circulation, and the radar can see those. And it gives us this little display. It's called a debris ball, and that's literally what it is, debris being picked up by a tornadic thunderstorm. And that spot right in the middle over Genoa suggests very strongly that we've got debris, and that indicates there could be some damage there.
Yeah, this could very well be a TDS, a tornado debris signature right over Highway 3 here. It is now pushed past. There it is, even more pronounced, David. Yeah. So this could be right back on the ground again. This is not good news. This is a more pronounced tornado debris signature here. It is raced to the northeast of the Gulf Freeway right now, just south of Pasadena. But this little notch here, notice it, what doesn't look like everything else? All this here is the radar picking up raindrops and potentially hail. When you get these anomalies in here, that's a signature of debris getting lofted, and may it be shingles, tree branches, pieces of home. That is a very pronounced signature there. We just got an update. It does not look like it has been an observed tornado, at least gotten into the Weather Service yet, but that would suggest that it may very well be.
So, folks, on the east side, Spencer Highway, neighborhoods of Golden Acres, that is heading in your direction. Again, this is the signature that you get when you actually have a tornado. Look at how that is
absolutely causing. That is I would say that is a tornado on the ground right now.
And when we looked at the setup yesterday, the amount of energy in the atmosphere on the south side had the potential to do EF1s or EF2s. So EF2 tornadoes top out with winds of around 135 miles an hour. So that may very well be what we're looking at. That is a very enhanced couplet. That is a tornado signature by radar if there ever is one. And so, folks, on the southeast side, the southeast portion of the Beltway, Spencer Highway, just east of I-45, take cover in the Pasadena area as that is moving in your direction. Bottom floor of your home, or business, first floor, away from windows. Yeah, and let's
So it looks like, David, the verbiage from the Weather Service, tornado observed, tornado damage threat considerable.
Yeah.
Extremely dangerous tornado is located over southeastern South Belt Ellington, moving east at 45 miles per hour.
So folks in the Ellington Field area, again, South Belt at Ellington, take cover now in your safe room. This is the bottom floor of your home or business, away from windows. In a closet or in a bathroom is the safest place to be. You're surrounded by more framing of the home or the business, and you're away from windows. The broken glass is the most dangerous part of this. There's that debris ball. Let's put that track back up so we can let people know where that is headed and who needs to take cover next. Again, this is an active tornado warning for a confirmed tornado on the ground, racing northeast at about 35 miles an hour. So this reaches Faith Bible Baptist Church by 224. That's just in the next minute. Golden Acres by 224. Texas Chiropractic College reaches you by 224. So all those areas in just the next, and really just now. Abshire Stadium at Deer Park High School by 226. Deer Park Elementary School in the path of this storm by 227. San Jacinto School by 228. And Link 5 within the next minute as well. All of those areas that I've just named off, you see them listed on your screen. Take cover now. Bring the kids into an interior hallway. If you've got classrooms that have windows, bring them away from those windows into the hallway. That's the safest place. Again, now that debris ball, that active tornado just south of Deer Park. You see in your Golden Acres, Spencer Highway, just crossing the east side of the Beltway, east side of Beltway 8. This is south of Highway 225, but it is just now entering the Deer Park area, crossing over Red Bluff Road. And again, this is
a confirmed tornado with the black outline.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
So that means we've got an active tornado on the ground. This is that same cell that we tracked since Fort Bend County, Tim, tracked it all the way across Brazoria County, and now it's finally developed. Let's get another storm track on there. So Deer Park, everybody in Deer Park, you need to take cover again. Get inside and take cover from this. The storm itself is racing northeast at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. But there's Baytown, Deer Park. It's going to cross Highway 225 near East Boulevard here in just the next few minutes. There's the signature, the tornadic signature just south of Deer Park, crossing Spencer Highway now. Again, racing northeast, 35 to 40 miles an hour. Folks in the path, Abshire Stadium, that's Deer Park High School, Link 5, the power plant, which is going to be near the Deer Park area, Worcester, Baytown. This is moving in your direction. This is going to graze by LaPorte here in the next few minutes. Everybody, all these spots that I'm talking about, take cover. Interior room, in a closet, bathroom is a good place to go as well. You want as much frame around you and as close to you as possible. An interior closet is the best way to go. And that is something that we don't see here too often, Tim, is a debris signature like that.
Right over Golden Acres. I mean, you're just to the southeast of Pasadena, right? So you've got this debris signature here south of Pasadena Highway, okay? South of Deer Park, but it is racing in that general direction right now. This has been maintained now for several scans. So this is indicative of a tornado on the ground, lofting debris into the air and getting picked up on radar. Red Bluff Road. If that sounds like a familiar road to you and you live near there, you need to seek shelter immediately. This tornado is right on top of you. Golden Acres area, as you get on, let's put some more streets on here because this is a more populated area too. We're looking at McDermott Street. If you're just to the southeast here of Canterbury Court, P Street, Abbey Lane, East Pasadena Boulevard. This debris signature with a confirmed tornado is lifting in your direction at a very fast pace. We do not have the luxury of a big lead time. This is coming your way in minutes, and it's confirmed with a debris signature here and the Weather Service observations showing that there is a tornado moving through this area at this moment.
Just another piece of evidence, the power outages right there, I-45 and Beltway 8, the Gulf Freeway, have spiked spiked here in just the past few minutes, indicating that indeed we've got some level of tornado moving through that area right now and racing there toward the Deer Park area. Link 5 right
now.
There's
a new one.
Just,
Link 5.
Yeah, just going to be right on top of you right now. So that's East Boulevard at Highway 225, and in fact, you're looking at a live picture. That's the LaPorte, that's the Baytown East Freeway, Highway 225 near Deer Park, which has blinding rain right now.
And just look at this. It's almost like the circulation is now very, very dominant just to the south of Deer Park there. And there is, I believe that's what, 225?
Yeah.
Just south of there, about to cross it. This is a very prominent feature here on velocity signature and certainly correlates with a tornado moving on the ground that has been kind of hopscotching for the last couple of hours and has now been on the ground for at least the last 5 minutes, moving very, very quickly. Independence Parkway, it's headed towards you and eventually towards Cody, Bayway Drive, Channelview area. Probably going to pass south of Channelview, but man, it's moving quickly and will be heading into Liberty County soon.
So Baytown, heads up. This is moving in your direction very rapidly. In fact, this is forecast to reach Baytown by 2:37. So here in just the next 9 minutes, the storm could be right on top of you in Baytown. And again, this is a storm, if you're just joining us, that has a confirmed tornado on the ground.
Hey, David, I want to interrupt you really quick.
Yeah.
The Weather Service said the tornado observed tornado damage threat catastrophic. They used that word for this tornado damage catastrophic in this area. Deer Park area right now, this is not a game. Get to your safe place right now. If you're anywhere south of I-10 in Liberty County, Baytown, you need to be in your safe place right now. This is streaming your way and has caused a lot of damage so far south of Deer Park.
So between Deer Park and Baytown, this is what we're talking about. Right now, get to your safe place, a closet, a first floor closet, a first floor bathroom, first floor small room, because again, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground that has the potential to, as the Weather Service has stated, do catastrophic damage to homes and businesses and structures. Again, between Deer Park and Baytown. And so that camera is from Space Center looking toward Deer Park. Tim, do you see that?
Yeah, that could very well be. I see a report here of a spotter saying a large tornado crossed Highway 8 and did cause damage to structure. So this must have been a little while ago when it crossed Highway 8, but it's been cruising and it's been on the ground ever since.
Can we take that camera full? Can we just take that full for a minute? It's difficult to see. That may be rain-wrapped.
Rain-wrapped, yep.
Rain-wrapped tornado on the ground. Again, this is looking from Space Center Houston up toward the Deer Park and Baytown area. That's the lowering of the cloud base. That's where we would expect the tornado to be. As we just heard a report, as it crossed over the east side of the Beltway, it did some damage as it did that, moved through Deer Park. We go back to the radar, and you can see right in the middle that bright green and white. That is our debris ball that this active tornado on the ground between Deer Park and Baytown, racing east at about 40-45 miles an hour, is producing damage, and you need to take shelter immediately.
David, the debris ball has passed over 225. It's taking aim at Lynchburg, over to Cody and Worcester. If you live in these areas, get to your safe place now. This is a large, damaging tornado on the ground, lifting to the northeast towards Lynchburg at a very fast speed, 45 to 50 miles per hour. Right along there right now, Independence Parkway, that debris signature is right over you. So likely the tornado is probably right here now. The debris signature lags a little bit as it gets lofted into the air and gets picked up by the radar scan. But Link 5, north of 225, Independence Parkway South, this is a dominant debris ball, a TDS, a tornado debris signature, indicative of a tornado, damaging tornado on the ground moving through this area.
Yeah, moving right toward Muller Cutoff Road there, just to the east of Deer Park. Let's zoom out. That is a tremendous tornado signature. Look at that. So again, Baytown, if you can hear me, take cover now. This is heading right toward your community. Worcester to Baytown, Decker Road. This is racing. It's going to be right on top of you here in just the next few minutes. Again, this reaches Burnett School by 2:37, which is just in the next couple of minutes. Again, this is an observed tornado, a dangerous tornado, racing northeast at about 45 miles an hour. Again, reaches Worcester by 2:37. Travis School by 239, moving toward the Baytown area. Yeah, this is what it looks like coming over the Fred Hartman Bridge right now. Just blinding rain, and traffic is moving very slow as the wind is really beginning to pick up there.
Yeah, David, the latest here from the Weather Service, another report here, a confirmed large and destructive tornado was located over Deer Park, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. And this was 3-4 minutes ago. Yeah.
Again, let's update this storm track.
Let's look at the debris signature again and see how fast we're moving it. So still there, certainly present, southwest of Worcester. That's evident, not as dominant as it was earlier. Maybe it's lifting. We'll see.
You can see on the right-hand side of the screen, Worcester, Baytown, Decker Road, north of Baytown. That's where this storm is headed. You need to take cover immediately in the Baytown area right now. As the storm is racing in your direction at 45, you really literally have just about no time now to take cover from this. Again, this is not just a radar-indicated tornado. This is a confirmed damaging tornado. It has already done damage. It continues to do damage. It is on the ground, now racing east of Deer Park. It moved through Deer Park, now east of Deer Park, moving toward the Baytown area, in particular the Burnett School near Decker Road, just to the north and west of Baytown. It is racing in your direction right now.
Yeah, David, it looks like it's still very, very put together, and I don't see it at least initiating a cycling anytime soon. Nope. I mean, this thing is just rocking and rolling. We've got Crosby-Lynchburg Road here. Worcester, it's pretty much on top of you now. So if you've been watching, I really hope you're in your safe spot right now. As many walls between you and the outside as possible. Many folks don't have basements. You don't need one. Just go to the lowest level, away from windows. If you have a bicycle helmet, you have kids, your kids are at school, grab their helmets, put them on. Anything to have on your head to protect your head from flying debris with a confirmed large tornado, destructive. Weather Service verbiage on this was catastrophic damage. Okay? Take that seriously. Moving on off towards Worcester and Cody area. Here is I-10. Then we're starting to get into Liberty County. This is holding together for a while now. We'll see. Let's change it up and see the correlation coefficient. It's debris signature, which has been really the telling sign. This is what we picked up on before the warning was even initiated. Here's what's left of it. So showing that it's not as big or as pronounced as it was earlier is encouraging. By no means let your guard down towards Cody or Lynchburg or Highlands. This is still heading in your direction. It could certainly be cycling, lift up, and drop another tornado to the ground. Not outside of the realm of possibility, but these are the areas that need to be in their safe place right now and seeking shelter. I-10, if our radio partners are warning you of this tornado warning right now, you need to get off the road and get somewhere safe. Go into a fast food joint, a gas station that will offer you shelter. Do not stop under underpasses. Do not do that. Get clear off the roadways and find a safe place there. Burnett School, there's our debris signature, although not as pronounced as earlier. It is still present, and we still have likely a tornado on the ground.
So live shot, that's the East Freeway at Cedar Lane, where the rain is coming down. It is very windy. And again, tracking this storm as it races off to the east between Cody and Baytown. That's where you need to be taking cover right now. This storm is going to pass right near Cody, maybe past just north of Baytown, but there's the storm track on it. Burnett School here at 237, Worcester by 237, Goose Creek Alternative School reaches you by 239, Cody by 240, and then Baytown by 243. So just within the next few minutes, it's just on top of you. And then Eldon, and if it holds together, Mont Bellevue. This is moving in your direction. Mont Bellevue by 250. If you're in the Mont Bellevue area, identify your safe spot, an interior closet, an interior room on the first floor away from windows of your home or business. And as Tim mentioned, bicycle helmets work. They help to protect from flying debris. Putting on shoes with a sturdy sole also work, because experience has shown that if a tornado does damage your business or your home, as it passes through, hopefully you're not hurt. But having on shoes with a sturdy sole, there are going to be nails and debris and broken glass, and this is just one more thing that can help protect you in the aftermath after the storm passes through. So
the debris signature here.
Yeah, so we're just getting an update on power outages. Let's see, customers affected right now up to 80,000. So indeed, we've had that spike of power outages, Tim, that we've been waiting to see. Just one more confirmation that this tornado is doing damage.
Yeah, here's what's left of our TDS, our tornado debris signature just to the east of Worcester. It is lifting generally in the direction of Cody. So even though the debris signature is not as pronounced as it was, it is likely still lofting debris into the air, or it's heading over open fields of land. So keep that in mind there as it's heading towards I-10. It's had a history of destruction in this area here, Worcester area, Bayway Drive. This is all moving in your direction. Decker Drive here. Here's Cody. Here's I-10. East Wallsville Road. Any of these roads sound familiar to you if you live close to them? Go to your safe place right now. This is an ongoing tornado emergency in this area. Cody right now, just south of you, heading in your direction at this moment over Decker Drive. David, can we switch up to velocities and see how that's looking? Because it may very well still be on the ground. This is not the best signature I've seen to the east or west of Baytown, but it is certainly still there.
Yeah, you made a good point. It may be moving over open ground.
So there it is.
Or perhaps it's beginning to weaken. Yeah, let
me go ahead and take the warning off so we can see below it. So here's out by the Cody area.
Still a pretty good signature.
Yeah,
right there over Worcester, between Worcester and Cody.
Yeah, so you've got these winds. So now we're oriented that our radar site is to the southwest of the storm. Okay, so these are winds racing away, and these are winds heading towards the radar site. So we're getting that spin through the Cody area. This is now just south of I-10, south of McNair, right over Worcester, likely just blew through Worcester, headed towards Katy. That signature is still very, very dangerous and still very worrisome, considering it's been an observed tornado causing a lot of destruction on the ground there. Towards the Cody area, you got minutes to get to your safe place right now, and then heading pretty much along and south of the east highway, the Eastern Freeway there, I-10, towards West Cedar Bayou Lynchburg Road.
Cedar Bayou Lynchburg Road, just east of Cody. That's where it's headed. So anybody between Cody and Baytown, take cover right now. It looks like it's just crossing over the East Freeway there, just south of I-10.
So it looks like.
Okay. So it
says there's a tornado that was located over northwestern Baytown.
Yeah.
A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado in that location. So exactly here's Baytown, and here's where that location is. So, yeah.
Take cover in Baytown. Take this seriously. If you're just hearing this, if you're just getting an update right now, it is time to take cover from a large tornado on the ground between Baytown and Cody. So our circulation is right in here, right over Decker Road right now. The storm racing to the east at about 45 miles an hour. So Eldon and Mont Bellevue. Now is the time. You've just got a few minutes before this large, damaging tornado on the ground between Cody and Baytown, just on the northwest side of Baytown, heads in your direction. If this holds together, it's going to reach Eldon and Mont Bellevue here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and you're going to want to take cover on an interior room of your home, away from windows, first floor, closet. Interior room is the best place you can possibly get for this type of tornado. You want to be on the ground, on your first floor. Let's put another storm track on this, get a timing of this as it approaches from the south and from the southwest, racing northeast at about Eldon, Mont Bellevue, and Old River Winfrey, 247, 250, and 254 are the timing. So Mont Bellevue, 250. So you've got about 9 minutes, Mont Bellevue, before this, what has been a destructive tornado, a tornado on the ground, confirmed tornado on the ground, crosses I-10 and then moves into northern Chambers and southern Liberty County, and it potentially can do damage there. And I see you looking for the debris signature.
I'm not seeing it, which is good. But again, it could very well be moving over open land.
Yeah, it doesn't guarantee that the tornado's gone. We're still seeing that signature on our velocity scan. It doesn't look quite as organized.
Right, a little broader. So again, this has been the go-to for the MO of this cell. Cycling. It started around Siena in Fort Bend County, then lifted north, put down another tornado near Pearland. lifted back up, and this has been so far what looks to possibly be the most destructive.
So Mont Belvieu, tornado warning for Mont Belvieu. The storm is heading in your direction. It will be there in about 5 minutes. Mont Belvieu area, take cover now. An interior room, a closet on the first floor, or a small bathroom on the first floor is the best place to be. You're away from windows, from flying debris. You're protected by as much frame of the home as possible. Hopefully interior, you want to get away from exterior walls.